Well, hey, babe. What's up, everybody? What is going on, honey? What's today? Tuesday? Tuesday? Hey, babe. What's up, y'all? What's going on? How is everybody on this wonderful day here? Girl, let me see what we got in the chat, honey. What's up? Y'all, I feel like it's been a minute since I went live. When was the live? Did I go live at all last week? I know I didn't go live on Sunday like usual, girl. I was just tired. You know what I'm saying? Like it was raining here and the clouds were very dark and I just was not feeling it on Sunday. But I'm here today, okay, in the middle of the day as you guys are eating on a little bit of lunch, maybe, or breakfast time. What's up, T? What's going on, Lock D? Queen, what's up, Claire? What's up, baby Tricia? Hey, Donna. What's up, honey? Hey, Angel Eyes. What's up, Tanisha? What's up, Lenny Alana? Okay, have y'all tried this new clip feature? Girl, what is the clip feature? What is that? What's going on, Kevin? What's up, Malik? What's going on? Anna says, I don't know why I'm here because I stopped watching this. Stop by to drop a like. Well, we do appreciate you, Miss Anna Girl. Okay, we always can appreciate a like over here. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. What's up, Brianna? I stopped watching this show weeks ago, only here for your recap. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you all. Okay. Leah says, hey, Jamie, my first live. I'm ready to laugh. Okay, then, honey. What's up, Raven? T says, Jamie saw the weather and said, y'all finna get what you get, period. Do you hear what I say, honey? That's what it was given on Sunday. Okay. And on the 7th day, she rested, is what I did. Okay. That's what I did. All right. Girl, I was sad. What's up? What's up? Pinkin. A flower is me. What's up, honey? It's at the top of the chat. It's a little pair of scissors. Girl, let me go over here and see what y'all talking about. What's a little pair of scissors at the top? What clip feature? Maybe it's not on my end, girl. I don't know. What is that? I don't see nothing about no. Girl, I don't see no clip feature over here. Anyway, interesting. I don't know, Shah. I didn't watch the episode, but I know your review is going to be good. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate it. The clip feature is when they allow you to cut certain parts of a video and save it. I don't know how I feel about that, YouTube. Girl, because they may just crop a little piece, okay? You know how they good for cropping a little piece, girl. Ooh, I guess, honey. I guess. Well, we can go ahead and hop into this reunion, honey. I'm going to waste y'all time because I know some of y'all only get a 30-minute lunch break, girl. But let's go ahead and get right on into it, honey. Okay, so you can't see the scissors, girl. I don't see nothing. Maybe because I'm on it from my page, child. That's probably why. Girl, not you being able to clip. And what you finna do with it when you clip it? You finna save it? Like you download it or something like that? Girl, I need a tutorial. What is this? Because YouTube ain't tell me nothing about this as much as they be over here switching, changing, rearranging. Okay, well, all right then. Well, let's keep going, okay? So, all right, so the reunion opens up, y'all, with a disclaimer right out the gate, letting us know that Jennie Nguyen, that what they said, they gave us a disclaimer about Jennie Nguyen, letting us know that the reunion was actually filmed prior to the drama that fell out the sky off her Facebook page with all those posts and the things that she had to say about other Black folks in the community, as well as the Blue community. Okay, girl, letting us know what side of the fence she is standing on. Hello? So there's that. They wanted to go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. So I kind of felt like, let me just say this right out the gate. If y'all could not discuss fully, well, they didn't know, right? They didn't know, but still, I just kind of felt like, don't bring Miss Mary up when it comes to racism and stuff like that, girl. If she ain't gonna be able to be there to defend herself. Now, granted, I do understand it's her own fault. She could have been there to defend herself. She just chose not to. So the show must still go on. I guess, girl. So anyway, Andy lets Jen know that he doesn't give out questions prior to the reunion, right? He doesn't do that. He says, I know there may have been some rumors and speculations and things out there about Miss Erica Girardi, but we didn't do that for Erica. And I thought that was very interesting for me because that means to me that Jen requested the questions, or at least her attorney requested the questions ahead of time to make sure that she's going to be able to properly prepare herself for what's being asked. You see what I'm saying, girl? I was like, I got it, girl. But he said, listen, I wanted to make sure that I was the person to come and tell you, like, listen, I'm going to come let you know it's coming directly from me because I don't want you to feel slighted in any way. Okay, so there's that. Andy lets the ladies know that Mary decided not to come because she was upset about everyone speaking about her behind her back. She didn't like the conversations that was being had behind her back. Okay, and also about her church. And she really was upset with the fact that Miss Whitney decided to label her as a predator. Ooh, child, not you, Miss Whitney. So then Whitney says that she tried to talk to Mary, but Mary never really gave her an opportunity to talk to her. And I just honestly felt like, Whitney, the reason why she did not give you that opportunity, dear heart, is because you're foolish. Okay, it's so crazy, y'all, how you could start off a season and you really like somebody, and then as the season goes on, you just don't like them no more. You know what I'm saying? Because Whitney is definitely on my bad side now. But, you know, that's how I go in these Housewives shows. You know, sometimes you just really like a person, and as you watch the show, child, you don't like them by the end of the season. So it is what it is, okay? But Whitney, you know you're full of it. And that's why Miss Mary never wanted to really talk to you, because you just really about drama. Like, you wasn't trying to talk to her to apologize or anything about the predator. Like, you weren't trying to do none of that. So, girl, I don't fault Mary for not wanting to talk to her. Anyway, Heather says that she wished she was there because she had insightful reads. I wish Mary was here because she had some really insightful reads. And Lisa said, well, girl, I don't think they was that insightful. And Andy like, oh, they was? What was she saying? I mean, she said things like, you know, Lisa being fake as hell. Yes, I thought that was very insightful. Girl, I hollered because I did think that was kind of funny. Like, girl, I think they did show a flashback of Mary saying that about Lisa. But at the end of the day, it's like, girl, you ain't need Mary to say no that you already believe about Lisa. I got both of my eyes on you, Miss Heather. Okay, now you have been a person that I have, you know what I'm saying, been like this with. Now you down there with Whitney. Okay, because I saw your this reunion for me. I saw you, and I saw a clip of your ass at the end on the finale when you ushered Miss Jennie to go after Mary. Okay, but I really saw your ass this season. I said, I said, let me not go into next season actually liking Lisa Barlow, even though she is full of shit. Okay, at times, girl, but we see you and how you be over here trying to hide behind other people as well. So I am highly disappointed, but let's keep going. And then you ain't even give nothing this entire season. So get her up off her seat, Andy, and put her on the end next to Whitney. She shouldn't even been in the middle. She ain't give us nothing but a burial. And ain't nobody really show up to that. You know what I'm saying? And really, it wasn't even a burial. It was like a memorial or whatever. It was a revisiting. Okay? It's like, girl, anyway. So Heather says that, now let me go back. Okay, like Lisa not knowing how to be real or whatever. So that's what she said that Jen said. Heather tried to act like she didn't remember her being, oh yeah. So when it came down to, Lisa said, but she called Whitney a whore. So you think that was insightful? And here go Heather, oh, she called you a whore? And I'm like, girl, you know what Mary about said about her, because you know you ain't been featuring Mary either. And to be honest, Heather, I don't think that you're featuring a lot of the ladies on the cast, but you definitely make sure that you're in a position to be cool enough with them so that you could tug on their strings whenever you feel necessary when it's a person that you don't like, i.e. Lisa. You don't care for Meredith for real, but you're cool enough with Meredith to see Meredith come at Miss Girl. Like, we see you, honey. Just like you don't care for Mary, but you use an example of Mary and how she's insightful and tries to pawn it off of Mary calling out Lisa to be a fake person. But you couldn't recall the stuff she said about your own quote unquote cousin. I can't. So Heather then says that she is mad that Mary didn't show up. And this is the other thing I'm talking about, y'all. This is the other thing. When she says, and I'm mad. I'm mad that Mary didn't show up because, you know, Meredith could really use a lot of support. Shut up, ma'am. Girl, let me calm, because you know what I'm saying? This show shouldn't even make me this emotional. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Girl, be quiet. Okay? Because again, what does that matter to you? Why is that important to you, the type of support that Meredith needs? If Meredith needs a lot of support, then Heather, then support her. See, you didn't know that Mary may or may not show up next season. So you wanted to make sure that now you don't like Lisa. Lisa is someone on the outside of the circle now, right? So should Mary had returned next season, you wanted to make sure that you kind of get in there the same way you got in with Heather and Meredith, even though, girl, I'm sorry, not Heather and Meredith, but Meredith, at least, even though Lisa really, she put the nail in the coffin on her end, girl, she got in that class. But still, you want to be able to create a wedge yourself between Meredith and with Mary. And I don't like that. I don't understand it. Like, I don't get Heather right now. She's doing a great job of being messy, girl. You really are. You're doing a great job of being messy, girl. But anyway, so I just felt like, number one, girl, bye when it comes to Miss Heather. Number two, you're trying to create some type of division because you enjoy that and you thrive off of that. But we're going to go ahead and move on, okay? Now, Jen was asked about her case. All right. She was asked about her case. She says that she wanted to continue to do the show because I think the question was like, what made you want to do the show? Did you and your family talk about it? Like, what made you want to move forward? And she said, yeah, we talked about it. And she says that I told them that, like, what? She said something like, I'm innocent or whatever like that. I want to be able to get my story out, all this and that. Miss Jen, the short answer for me, girl, which would have been fine for America, girl, I needed to check. Did you see how much I owe these motherfuckers? Okay, did you see how much I owe these attorneys? I need to check. What are you talking about? Like, that's why I came back, Andy. I would have appreciated that from you, real housewife, okay? That would have been much better than you sit up there talking about, so I wanted to be able, I had a story, Andy, and I wanted to be able to tell that. So, girl, we ain't get nothing. Dust from you, okay, this season, nothing, girl. They did all this hype and anticipation. Got the people thinking that we finna learn more and more and more about Miss Jen. Girl, we ain't learned nothing. Girl, this show, oh, and then this is another thing I wanted to highlight too. First of all, the show was really centered around Mary and Meredith. But here's the thing. Miss Girl, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about the Lisa Barlow reunion. No, ma'am, this was Mother and Meredith reunion. Do you hear me? The way I love me some Meredith, okay? I may not like her later, but I love me some Meredith. I've been liking Meredith since the first season, okay? That's my girl, okay? The way she collected Miss Jennie sitting to the left, ooh, to the left, everything you own in the box to the left, and your walking papers are right over there on that table. We will not need you for another term. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, you're not pooing. No, ma'am, you cannot sign up for another term or 2 or 3 whenever you want to. No, ma'am, you're fired, okay? Get your stuff in the box to the left. Thank you. Okay, so glad she gone. But the way Miss Meredith was over there collecting her, I was so here for it. That's my girl. But anyway, what else was I saying? I think I was just highlighting the fact how much I like Meredith and how Meredith was definitely collecting Jen. And I felt like this was the Meredith reunion because Meredith, and then this is what I love too, and I'm gonna get to that again. It's the fact that when we watch these reunion shows, a lot of times the ladies be in mid-conversation, but somebody will jump in, interrupt their conversation and won't allow them to speak. And I love the fact that Andy said, let her speak. So that gave Meredith more than one time to say what was really on her mind. And I just really, really appreciate that because a lot of times it just be like, cut, let's know, less than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was kind of shocked that he let her get so much out. And I really, really appreciated that. And Meredith was ready for that. That's when she came out with the facts and listed the things that Miss Jennie has done. I said, Meredith, see, girl, give me 2 high fives, girl. Yes, I was here for it. What else we got? So, yeah, Jen's supposed to be going to court, right? March 22nd. But shout out to Keon because, you know what I'm saying, he dropped me a little note, let me know that it looks like her attorneys are actually trying to request that she's not in appearance for that one because she lives in Utah, whereas the trial and things will be happening over in New York. And I'm like, girl, they probably going to be like, and Zoom. And Zoom, and here's the link. Okay, here's the link, ma'am. Okay, she can go ahead and come in that way. But I don't know, maybe they wanted her in person or something. I wonder what they're gonna say. I wonder if they're gonna say, okay, yeah, that's fine. She can be excused. She is paying y'all to represent her, so that's fine. As long as you all are present, then that's okay. Or if they're gonna be like, oh no, because Miss Ma'am knew about this months ago. Okay, when was this reunion film? And where are we today? She knew about this months ago. So why didn't she prepare and plan to be here in person? Y'all are just giving me an excuse of saying that she lives all the way on the other side of the country. I don't give about that. I can see if she was ill down with the C-19 and some other stuff, but y'all came up with the fact that this lady lived all the way on the other side of the country. Okay then. All right. Well, just send her this Zoom link, honey, because we will be moving forward and we will be resuming with this trial, honey. Okay. Understand it. Let's keep going. So then Heather was asked about, first of all, what's up everybody over here on TikTok? Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The link is in the bio. Okay. So Heather was asked about moving forward with the friendship with Jen after Jen sat up here and said things about her, called this woman Shrek. Here go Jen. Well, Andy, the reason I called her Shrek was because she was acting like an Eeyore or whatever she said, or Org or something she said, girl. She was over here acting like, and I said, ma'am, I know you motherfucking lying, girl. I know you is lying, girl. It was nothing about her actions. You know, y'all like to take shots at people based on how they look, and you ain't too far. You must be in the neighborhood too, then, girl, for you to sit up here and call her that. Okay, I'm just letting you know, girl. They both got about a box-shaped face, but that ain't none of my business because I shouldn't be seeing it, right? Right. Then they gonna call that face shaming. Oh, okay. Then, well, then listen. You ain't have to say that about that lady, and you can stop lying saying that it was about her actions when you know that it was about her features. But we're gonna move on, Miss Jen. We're going to move on, Miss Jen. So Jen says that she regrets it. No, you don't. I don't believe Jen regretted it because one thing about Jen Shah gonna show her hand every single time, and you better hope that now listen. She might. Let me scoop back. Jen might regret calling you Shrek, but she gonna call you something else the next time. Okay, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know. She may try and give you Nemo, Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't know what she gonna give you next time. But next time she's gonna give you something else, okay? And we just gonna see what it's gonna be, okay? So either way, good luck, okay? What else we got? Lisa speaks on never calling Heather Shrek. Crap. Lisa need her ears whipped. So Lisa says that I've never called her. I've never called her Shrek. And then Heather says, but you've called me other names or whatever, right? But then she also switches it and says that she says, you've called Meredith names that I wouldn't dare. She said, I'll take Shrek or something like that any day versus the names that you said about your friend. And I was like, tap, tap, scoot back, Heather girl, because we see you. We see what you're doing. You're trying to trigger some type of response out of Meredith to go at Lisa because in this moment you can't handle Lisa. No, ma'am, we're not speaking about that. What we're speaking about is what did she say about you in particular? Stay on subject. No, ma'am. What did she say about you? Can you not recall? Then just say you don't remember and that's okay. We'll roll the beautiful bean footage if we have it. But to try and pull Meredith in, no, ma'am. And this is why Meredith was my girl. Meredith sat up there like this. Gave nothing. I said, you better not include yourself in that bullshit and let Heather do. Because I was like, Meredith gonna talk when it's her turn. She gonna let it out when she get to it. She don't need your help. She don't need your assist, ma'am. Okay, you got the ball now, so you need to run with it. So listen, what's what? Okay, let's talk about what she said about you. Anyway, let me see what else I wrote here. Lisa did lie though, girl. This is why I said Lisa going to hell. Lisa sitting up here saying that she didn't say anything about this lady. And no, I never called you Shrek and none of that and da-da-da-da-da. And then Heather says, you said that I look like a Lego man. That's what you said. And then here go Whitney. Yeah, because we saw the text message. We did. And Angie sent it to us. Okay, I was like, oh my God, girl, they did. It was a big ass Lego man sitting up there. I said, not a block face again, man. Oh my God, girl. Girl, that's messed up, Lisa. You're wrong. I'm sorry. That was not nice. That was not nice, Lisa. Okay, and then try to act like you ain't saying that about that lady, knowing that you was talking about that lady. And somebody put in there somebody cast reveal. Girl, y'all was messy as hell. And see, that's why people always eat you up, Lisa. Because you don't own your stuff as much as you think that you do. You might own other things. You give me Erica Girardi a little bit. Y'all know how we watch Beverly Hills and how Erica was giving us these answers and telling us stories that we didn't ask her. We didn't ask you about that. Girl, you all the way down there on XYZ. We still trying to get the answers to A, B, and C. Erica. And that's kind of how I feel Lisa does at times, right? She thinks that she keeps it real, but you keep it real on X, Y, and Z, and that's fine because those things are not in question. What's in question is A, B, and C, and you haven't given us the lowercase points to that. That's what I'm confused about. But anyway, so let's get to Meredith. Meredith was asked about her pulling away from Jen, okay? Meredith apologizes to Jen for anything that she may have said to hurt her and her family. So I thought that was nice of Meredith to actually go ahead and apologize because I couldn't recall if she actually apologized to her in the season. So if Jen felt that she was warranted an apology for things that may have happened, cool, okay? It is what it is. Meredith starts to cry at this point, and that's when we start to learn a lot more of what's been happening and what she's been dealing with, okay? So Meredith starts to cry and tells us about her going through a lot beyond the things that just happened with Jen, which caused her to get like an investigator to see what's been going on and why her child has, or her family in general, has been being harassed, okay? So what else? She said she had serious issues with the family. She couldn't get her dad buried. Her and her sister were falling out. She has a nephew that has like mental health issues or whatnot. So she just had a whole lot going on. And I do not blame her. That's why we saw Meredith get up. When Meredith was sitting over there with Mary, and she got up and she walked real quick into that room ready to check somebody. Who was talking? Was it her? Who was it? Who said what? Because she was ready to put all that energy out on them. And I don't blame her because first of all, it should have never been a question about her dad's memorial. Like Whitney and Heather literally sat up there and concocted a plan and then forced all of the pieces to fit in the box that they felt made sense. I hated to see it. Okay, so Jen says that she understands because she too was grieving at the time that she did a lot of the stuff that she did last season. So I guess, Jen could have a point because remember her dad did pass away. She felt like her husband wasn't there. She still was grieving. I don't know how long ago her dad was passed away, but I don't know if she's ever fully dealt with it, right? So she was dealing with that. And then I guess her actions when she was running up on Lisa in the Sprinter van, I guess that made sense considering the fact that she about to lose her life. You know what I'm saying? She about to lose her whole freedom, not be able to see her kids and all this other stuff. So I guess that kind of explains why she was acting out a bit on Miss Lisa or whatever, right? So I feel like Meredith and Jen could, get back on track with their friendship. And it was interesting to hear that Meredith said Jen was actually nice to her during the times that she was going through the things she was going through and said she was more nice to her than her good old girl, Miss Lisa. Shocking. All right. Let's keep going. Now, mind y'all, while the ladies are talking, Jen and Meredith, Lisa over there look like she cringing. Lisa is cringing at the fact that they're now trying to, get close. And I don't know if that's because she's thinking, dang, I don't want them to be friends now because now I'm on the outs with Jen. I don't know if that was it. Or if she was thinking like, dang, yet another person. I already know Dumb and Dumber don't like me. And then here it is, Jen. And now y'all about to take my good girl, Miss Meredith. Or if it could have been, why y'all ain't do this when I tried to get y'all to come together the first time? Why did it take to us to get to this reunion and now everybody got a common enemy and y'all want to group up? So it could have been anything, right? So then Andy, messy, he gonna ask Meredith if she thinks Jen treated her better. And we talked about that. And that's when Meredith said yes, okay? And Lisa was like, girl, please, honey. What's up again, everybody over on TikTok? We're over here on YouTube. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, scoot on over to YouTube. What else? So she says that look, I'm happy they're friends, okay? She says, but it is weird that the last year y'all couldn't come together for nothing. So how did y'all come together all of a sudden? And I think that could be more of why she was looking stank face a little bit, cringed face, because she know that they about grouped up because don't none of them with you. Oh, yikes, girl. So Jen and Lisa started going back and forth. Then Lisa said she has to be, you know what, Andy, I have to be perfect all of the time because the standard is just, it's so much different. And I said, Lisa, the reason you have to be perfect all of the time is because you created that for yourself. You did that, Lisa. You led, in my opinion, with the energy that you are better than everybody else. And when you got upset with the ladies, you ran in that room and you said just how much you do think that you're better than them. When you said, I make more money than all of you else. So like, I don't have to deal with this. I'm the one that do not have to be here because I make more money than everybody here. Okay. So yes, ma'am, you create that perfect image. You lead with that. Okay. And when people start seeing cracks in your stuff and they start calling you out about it, then you know, it's a problem because you don't really like to accept fault or accountability for real yourself. But anyway, go on. Let's keep going. Lisa says that she thought Jennie, when Andy asked her, like, what made you want to have this woman on the show? And I'm like this. What made you want to have this woman on the show, girl? Because when she dropped the stuff, or when the information dropped about her and the things that she put onto social media, I'm sure you was one of the ones that was quick to distance yourself. But do tell America, do tell us. Let us know why you felt like she would have been so awesome for this show. Okay, so then she says that Jennie was so fun and funny, and she thought she would be great for the show. Because she fun and she funny, what the fuck? And you know, when our kids come together and they play, like they have a really great time, Andy. So I just thought it would be really cool if she was here. But I'm not even going to mention the fact that she's really a hothead at times. And I really just wanted to have somebody that was going to have my back if Meredith wasn't going to do it. And I figured Jennie would actually probably be the person to do it. But I guess she really did it. As she got to know the other ladies, she really spent all of her time giving more of that energy to Mary. But, you know, yeah, that's why. So Heather speaks on Jennie being manipulated by Lisa to fight some of her battles. Okay, so Heather does feel like that, and I just felt like Heather, shut the hell up. Okay, Heather, calm down, be quiet. Okay, scoot to the end of the couch. All right, because while you sitting over there talking about Lisa manipulates Miss Jen or Jennie to carry out whatever antics, I feel like you have done the same thing to Jennie when we sat up here and watched her go at it with Mary. And Jennie looked at you like, should I? And you was like, that's what you did. You was like, that's what you did. So you manipulated her too. Instead of saying, girl, just calm down, Blue Ivy. Just, that's what you did. So girl, you in the same boat. Yeah, I'm so disappointed in finding out how Heather really is. Ooh, girl. So then, what else happened? Oh, yes. So the question came up, and I feel like Jennie could have asked Heather, like, hey, explain to me how I can be manipulated. What's so comical about Heather? Heather is amazing at starting SHI, but she is not great at explaining a damn thing. Okay, that is so, matter of fact, Heather, let me make sure I pull up one of your records because we're going to talk about that in just a second. Oh my God. Wow, we're going to have to pull that up in just a second so that we could chatty patty about that. But anyway, so what else? So Heather speaks on Jennie being manipulated, but couldn't explain how she's being manipulated. She says, when you need to, well, I just feel like when Lisa needs her, she uses her. And when she doesn't, she discards her. And I said, what the fuck does that explain? That she's a user? Come back and tell the people how she is being manipulated. Okay? God, dog, girl. Anyway, so Meredith says that she does believe that there is a level of control. Okay? She said, I do believe that there is a level of control that's going on with the lady. So she pretty much goes on to agree with Heather. Meredith, I likes you. I do. I really like you. I don't want you to become Whitney and Heather, because it was really weird when you was eating the girls up. Whitney was over there with the eyes. I don't know if y'all saw Whitney with the eyes and trying to hide the smile, but she was, Sam, you don't have to put the Discord link in the chat anymore. It is ending today or ended yesterday. So any mods, please do not put the Discord link into the chat moving forward. I'll let y'all know if I want y'all to, start back posting it. But y'all probably didn't remember from when I said it last time. So it's okay. No issue. You don't have to. You can leave it there now though. What else? So what else did I say? So Meredith says that she does believe there's a level of control. We talked about that. I don't even know where I was just now, but let's move on. So Andy brings up Mary and her racial comments. Okay. I honestly didn't care too much for this segment for real, because Jennie is bogus as hell. So I didn't give a fuck about what she really was talking about, but let's keep going. Okay. So Jennie says that, what? Y'all, this is how much I didn't care. Like my notes ain't even lining up. Okay, so she was asked about like Mary's racial comments or whatever like that, right? So then Jennie says, well, we're both minorities, so she should really understand. And I'm like, not you being a minority that really align yourself to the white folks. Can you really understand? Can you really relate? And now you've been exposed. So let's keep going. Jennie speaks on being scared and being attacked. I don't give a about none of that. I don't. I don't. I don't want to hear about that. Don't tell me about you being scared, about you being attacked, yet you cannot understand or sympathize from somebody else's perspective that's outside of the skin that you're in. That's a problem for me. So I don't give a about nothing that Jennie was talking about. Okay, none of that. Yeah, it's just girl shut the up for me. Meredith calls out Jennie for how she came at her throughout the season. And this is what I love, okay? Saying that she has done all of these judgments without knowing her. And Jennie's like, well, girl, what did I say? And Meredith said, okay, girl, I'm gonna tell you, okay, calm down, let me let you know. So for one, dear heart, you sat up there and said that, I've known Meredith for a while now. And, Meredith does X, Y, and Z, A, B, C. And Meredith said, girl, I had just met you a week earlier. You do not play me. Do not try me, girl. You don't know you like that. Basically, also for me confirming that Miss Jennie is a liar. You're a liar. I was here for everything. I was so glad that because when Meredith was trying to talk, Jennie tried to cut her off. Everybody else and Andy said, no, let her talk. Loved it. So Miss Girl got a chance to talk. Okay. So what else happened? Oh yeah, I told y'all about that because I felt like this was so rare for it to happen at reunions. Okay. Meredith calls out Jennie for giving her husband giving this woman's husband some used as golf balls. Do you hear me? For his birthday. And here go Jennie. What? I gave you. It was weird. It was like she was trying to give off like she was surprised, but we know that you're not. I gave you used golf balls. Well, my husband was the one that picked it out. Girl, cut it the out. Because here's the thing for me. You told Miss Mary that based on your culture, you cannot accept used items. So isn't you and your husband of the same culture? So that means that he would be privy to the same information that you're privy to, correct? Right? But yet he still moved forward with giving somebody else a used as gift. Girl, and the lie detector test determined that your ass lied again. Like, I'm so glad she's gone because, girl, I'm so glad she's gone. What else we got? Lisa was asked whether she was shocked to see Meredith's response to Mary's ignorance. And of course, Lisa says yes. And the only reason why she feels that way is because Meredith does not respond to her ignorance in the same manner. Okay. Meredith says that every relationship is a different dynamic. What do we hear over here? We hear Miss Heather saying, this is bullshit. Yeah, because just because you don't like her, you want everybody else to not like Mary as well. But you sat up there with your fake ass saying, I wish she was here because, she gave some really insightful reads, She did. She gave some really insightful reads. Snooze fest. Andy tried to call her out about not confronting Mary on camera at times or whatever. And then Meredith was like, let's not say that, baby, because there have been on-camera corrections, let's be clear. But Andy decided to go ahead and move on, okay? He gets to Jennie and this black scent. She says that she ain't got no black scent. She says she's from Long Beach. I don't give a fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. All this neck rolling and the finger pointing, girl, you only did it to Mary. We see you keep that same energy with nobody else. If G and Shah really lied on you like you said she did when it came down to the whole situation with Meredith and Meredith getting private investigators, and Jen said, you told me X, Y, and Z. You told me this, and you were like, no, I didn't. So basically, you're calling Jen a liar. So if Jen was a liar, then you would have met her with the same energy. Okay, if she was a liar, calling, saying that you said something that you said you didn't say, then you would have met her with the same energy. And the problem is that you didn't. Anyway, what else? Oh, the question came up about her throwing the glass at Mary. She was like, I didn't throw the glass at Mary. I threw it at the ground. If I wanted to hit Mary with that, I would have hit her with it. I'm not believing what you say. And they asked her, do she feel like she's hypocritical for saying that Mary is violent, whereas she was the only person to carry out a violent act? And Miss Jennie didn't answer that question. She just said, I didn't throw it at Mary, I threw it at the ground. And that's fine because Bravo has thrown your ass out. Period. Let's move on. Heather chimes in to defend Jennie and calls Mary a racist. In so many words is what I was feeling. I said, not you, Heather, trying to call Miss Mary a racist, and then Jennie talking stuff. I think everybody can be racist. No, they cannot. No, the hell they cannot. And you're not going to put that on us. That's what you're not going to do, Suzanne Blue. Okay, so no, ma'am, I disagree. I don't care nothing about what Miss Jennie talking about or anything. Scoot along. Okay. What else? Everybody is capable. No, the hell I'm not. I'm not capable, but I am capable of saying what the hell it is that I said. So what else? Andy asked if Lisa is a pot stirrer. Okay, everyone raised their hand except for Jennie, girl. Everybody raised their hand. Yeah, she's a pot. Yeah, that would be her. She's a pot stirrer. Okay, so Whitney says that. Well, then Jen said, "Well, I feel like it's Whitney too." And Whitney said, "Well, girl, she the one who be, starring it. And I just be picking up the baton." And it's like, girl, you was primarily, to me, the number one person this season. I do feel like there were times that Lisa has picked up the baton, though. Let's be honest, okay? What else? The combo of the caterer came up, which was a bit confusing because Lisa pulled out some paperwork. And it sounds like Angie was speaking with the caterer. And I think the TV show booked Angie to do something. Or Angie was what? She had the event. And I think it was going to be filmed, whereas the caterer seemed like they were going to be working on another project that also was going to be filmed, I believe. Right. So that's where I got a little confused on what they were talking about. And then I think the text message ended with Angie saying, "Don't tell Lisa." And then Whitney spoke up and said the reason why they said don't tell Lisa was because of something dealing with production or whatever. So I'm not going to lie. I was like so confused by what they were saying here. What else we got? Lisa says, when it come down to withholding the caterer, I didn't do that. I would never do anything like that. She says, my people don't even work for them. They work for me. They work for Vita. Okay. They work for my company. And so Heather and Whitney popped in and called out the text messages that they saw between, I guess, Angie and her, or Angie and somebody. So they saw another set of text messages. So, girl, that was a little messy there. Lisa, but she didn't want to talk about what they were talking about as far as the text messages. I think she said, like, Angie's not here. Like, yeah, you didn't want to talk about Angie. Angie wasn't there. You didn't want to talk about her. Because it didn't align with what you were showing Andy. So it is what it is. Whitney believes that the motive for Lisa to pull such a stunt is because that she and Angie ended up getting close and they ended up becoming friends, okay? I feel like anything is possible. Lisa says that she doesn't do stuff like that. And that's what kills me about Lisa. Lisa, you know who you remind me of? If y'all watch Married at First Sight, she reminds me of Alyssa. I'm a very good person. I just know I'm a very good person. But I want everybody to know that I'm a good person. Like, that's who Lisa reminds me of. I don't do stuff like that. I don't do stuff like that. I didn't do that. I would never. I didn't do that. I would never. I did. But you turn around and that's what you do. Like, somebody, you ain't never call this lady Shrek or call her name, but then turn around and say a Lego man look like this woman. A blow up Lego man at that. Girl, what? So yeah, you do that, okay? She says that she said, yeah, I think Whitney said, well, you told Angie that we shouldn't be friends or something like that. And then Lisa said, no, I wouldn't say that. I said, don't claim her. I was like, what? Whatever it was that Lisa said went exactly along with what Whitney said. Just maybe a different word was used. And I was like, girl, tomato. Like, that's what you said, okay? Yeah. Lisa says at the end of the day, she is, I'm happy. I'm happy for everybody at the end of the day. Heather calls out Lisa for having a fake life. Talk about some, we had a great time when we were with Angie. We were on actual yachts. You know how you like to fake and take pictures in front of yachts as if that's what you do and you don't. Everything about your life is fake. Everything about your life is fake. And then Heather says, you know what? I know your tea. No. I know your tea and I'm going to start spilling it all over the place if that's what you want to do. And then Lisa said, oh, that's what you want to do, girl. Well, then what about that DUI that you have? Okay. What about that? Lisa said, what? No, Heather said, girl, what? You can't even find it. You're a liar. I don't have a DUI. You're a liar. Oh, you don't? Well, it looks like Mary's God is working overtime, huh? Because it looks like some information has been dropped out of the sky about you and your DUI, Miss Ma'am. Okay, but we'll get to that in just a second. All right. What else we got? So Lisa was asked about her party and her son creating the guest list, and she's about to go into a lie, trying to get off the subject, talking about how her kids are so amazing. They did make this guest list. I was the one that invited Whitney. The question was, why did you not invite Jen? She was about to go on a tangent. I'm a great mom. I'm a very great mom. My sons, I'm raising amazing sons. They're growing up to be America's next leaders, and they are just everything. Andy said, yeah, but what about Miss Jen? We trying to get to this part. Okay, I said, bring her back. Bring her back, because Miss Girl over here deflecting very hard, okay? Lisa says that she had a lot of emotions, etc., because she brought up a guy's name. I think this was the same guy that used to work with her and may have leaked a recording or something like that of Jen. And I think Jen had told everybody to never say his name or something like that on television or whatever. And I think that Lisa slipped up and said his name. Jen got upset, so she was still very distraught about the things that Jen said, okay? So I think that's kind of where the show went off, all right? So that was pretty much everything that ended up happening on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion part 1. But let's go ahead and scoot over and get to page 6, okay? Shout out to page 6 as we read details of Heather Gay's 2012 DUI arrest surfaced after Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion. Mary, is that you? Okay. All right, so they're saying that Heather Gay's past illegal troubles have come back to haunt her after Real Housewives of Salt Lake City co-star Lisa Barlow brought them up at the season 2 reunion. Girl, you might want to be very careful about saying what did not happen if we can indeed pull the records, okay? So, this is what was asked by Barlow. Barlow says, what about your DUI? Okay. And then this is what Miss Heather says. I don't have one. Look it up. Girl, let's keep reading. What is happening? However, Gay was in fact arrested on July 1st, 2012 for driving under the influence, according to the Utah court documents obtained by the Sun on Monday. Girl, the Sun must not like you, honey, because the Sun said, oh, you don't, bitch. Girl, they start shining bright like a diamond as they pull those records out. But let's keep going. She admitted to having a few slips with friends at a local bar and also noted that she had a prescription of Adderall. Okay. Gay allegedly refused to take a breathalyzer test at the scene, but had to submit to one at the police station due to a search warrant. Her blood alcohol concentration came back at 0.06, and she also reportedly tested positive for amphetamines. I don't even know how you say the word amphetamine. Y'all know what I mean, girls. For other substances, we'll say that. Okay, so they also go on to say that Heather pled not guilty to the DUI and the misdemeanor traffic charge at her arraignment. Okay, Gay then reportedly filed a motion to suppress evidence in which she argued that the officer had exceeded the scope of the warrant and should have not instructed the toxicologist to search for different types of drugs in her blood. Wow! But a judge denied the motion. Gay's DUI was later reduced to reckless driving charge. That's why Miss Girl has said that she don't have one. Look it up, okay? She was found guilty per the Sun. She was sentenced to 180 days, but 178 were suspended, and the remaining 2 days were allowed to be completed via community service. Okay, the self-proclaimed good Mormon gone bad was also reportedly ordered to pay $600 in court fines, serving 364 days of probation, and attend a live MAD victim impact panel. Okay, Gay's rep did not immediately respond to page 6 request for comments. Okay, so that's where we are, girl. That's where we is, honey. Okay, this is everything that was going on. So Miss Heather Gay has been busted. It took somebody to go into those records and actually break it down, because I guess she thought as soon as Miss Lisa looked it up, it was just going to say reckless driving and not DUI. But come to find out, it was. Now, again, Mary, was this you, or Lisa, was this you that sent the information over to the Sun? Girl, this is messy. Ooh-ha. But anyway, girl, everybody over on TikTok, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you all enjoyed the live. Okay, if you're not already subscribe, come on over to YouTube. The link is in my bio, and feel free to subscribe there, okay? That is all that I have for everybody on today. I thank you all again so much for joining me over here on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that like button if you have yet to do so. We have over 200 people in the chat, almost 300 people. So please go ahead and hit that like button for your girl. And if you have yet to subscribe, you can go ahead and do that as well. Feel free to follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter, girl. Okay, you can catch me on Patreon as well. Still working on the content that I'm going to put over there. But yes, feel free to do that. Check out my other content. I have more things coming to you guys later in the day. Okay, that's all that I have. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.